Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Griggs, and welcome back to Griggs Talks, where we talk all things sports, including Manchester United. I know I actually wasn't meant to record for the next couple of weeks, but I was able to find the day off in the morning this morning because I wasn't needed. So I figured since I have a little bit off, might as well stream because it's going to be very limited in terms of streams over the next couple of weeks. So I figured let's do it. Obviously, I haven't talked to you guys since I believe last Friday after the Fulham game when I did my match reaction. So it's been about, let's say Wednesday, so 5 days. So it's been a while. Obviously, some transfer news happened. Premier League football over the weekend. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Spurs on Monday. So all the big clubs played all that kind of stuff. So I figured let's talk about it a little bit. And obviously, United news. In the meantime, transfer window is still open regardless of football starting. So I figured we have a couple of news like Mctominay, little transfer saga, Ugarte transfer saga, Fulham playing one over on us again with Sander Berge kind of targeting one of our players, and it went and got the guy that we were probably going to replace him with, which is fair enough to Fulham. And also this weekend we have a game against Brighton early on Saturday at the Amex, I believe. So yeah, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe for anyone that pulls up, and let's get into it. Let's start talking about obviously the transfers, and then we'll kind of diverge into other topics as well. McTominay looks like he's staying. Fulham and Napoli are the only two clubs that were kind of in for him. Fulham obviously just went and signed Sander Berge, so that's pretty much knocked them out the door for McTominay. And the alternative is now Napoli. The only issue is Serie A clubs are broke. And unless Napoli sell Victor Osimhen in the next fortnight, not even fortnight, like 9 days until the window closes, it's unlikely that they'll have the money to be able to afford a McTominay. They're even looking at Sofian Amrabat, which is funny because Sofian Amrabat was for us on loan last season and possibly a fallback option for United in terms of if there's some McTominay, Ugarte price never drops, Sander Berge is obviously gone. Go get Amrabat as a stopgap once again. So Napoli going for that. And I'm not going to lie, most likely Napoli will probably end up signing Sofian Amrabat. So it is what it is. So McTominay is probably going to stay. That is a shame. In my opinion, I thought United probably had it good with the 20 mil bid from Fulham, and they should have probably just accepted at the end of the day. I understand Ten Hag really likes McTominay. He does have some sort of value in terms of creating, adding goals to the team that struggles to score goals. So, like, his value is meaningful somewhat, but at the end of the day, United are trying to transition away from that in terms of we need more midfielders that can actually midfield, that can play in the first phase. McTominay is pretty much useless in the first phase at this stage of his career. I think physically, what's it called? I think physically he's somewhat declining as well. I think he's still strong and stuff like that, but like the PNP that he used to have early on in his career at United is no longer there. His main prowess and his main strength now is literally just his ball striking and his goal scoring. Because even a couple of years ago, even under Ten Hag's first season, McTominay was doing a shift in the first phase. Like, it wasn't anything pretty, but it was a job well done. Now it's like Ten Hag guys occupying the shadow striker role, and in my opinion, we don't really need people. We need players in the midfield. We need our midfield depth. That all 6 midfielders that we have in the squad need to be able to play in the first couple phases at least. And right now, when you look at United, it's really Casemiro, who's not even a 6 anymore. He's an 8. You have Mainu, obviously, who do the first phase. You have Collier, who's still very young. I heard he had a really good performance yesterday, though, in the FA, I think the FA Youth Cup or some shit, or some cup that he played really well in, under 21's cup. So yeah, man, I think Collier looks good. I think Ericsson, he might leave too. There's no really no point of him in the squad. Mason Mount is really just a pressing monster, so he's really just higher up the pitch. Who else do we have? I think that's it, right, for midfielders. So yeah, it's like not really the greatest in midfield, and that is probably that will probably be United's downfall. United need to sign a midfielder somehow, some way, in the next 10 days, unless they're really gonna do one more time. It's really go back to Carrington and pray that Collier cooks up something. 1 second, Steph. Let me find my headphones. I don't have headphones on. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go get my headphones. I need to get headphones. Relax.
I was like, where the fuck is Griggs? What did I join into?
I gotta get my headphones.
Griggs hype. What's everyone doing here? It was good chat. Damn, TJ is in the chat, bro. End the stream.
OD, bro. I saw TJ. I wanted to end it right away.
End the stream. Whenever I see TJ, it's end the stream, bro.
And I was talking about the midfield situation. Obviously, Mctominay's gonna stay because Fulham did a nice little move on us. They said we'll take your target and let you keep the guy that we wanted to sign, but you don't want to accept our
Double
bid.
whammy,
So,
bro.
Yeah, they killed two birds with one
Double
stone.
whammy.
Fair enough to them. They can still hold that 1-0 L on Friday. So at the end of the day, who really won? We have the 3 points, they don't. But
that's the only W we're leaving with. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They pantsed us, bro. I was pissed when I saw that. You know, not more that we didn't get Sander Burge. It's more that we now can't sell McTominay. You know, because I'll take anything over McTominay. I'm not gonna lie. I might take TJ Warren Pro Clubs player over McTominay. That's how bad I.
Let's not go that far. Let's not go that far.
You know what? You're right. At least McTominay adds goals. Yeah.
Yo, you think TJ can give you double-digit goals in a season? Not happening, bro. It's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. Can't give you 5. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Obviously, Ugarte, as the new slander name that one of my boys taught me was Manuel Yogurt. Apparently, we made a 51 mil offer that got rejected. It was with the obligation. PSG still want more money. So,
bro, I'm telling you, this is a deadline type of deal, bro. I've seen enough of these over the years where someone is desperate to get someone off and they know there's a buyer, but we're not. Are we desperate for? I think we're desperate for a midfield. I don't think we're desperate for Ugarte to the point that we have to take them with their obligations. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like we gotta milk it out till the last day because we know they want to get rid of him. Like they don't want him, bro. Whereas like on the last day, we'll do something like, yeah, loan but no obligation, or we'll buy him but like we're paying like 40 mil. We're not paying 60 mil. You got me? Like some shit like that. That's what I feel like we could do.
Yeah, bro, it's just like at the end of the day, I generally don't think he's better than Collier. I'm not gonna lie, man. I really don't. Yeah, bro. I look at Collier. He could do the high pressing shit too. He's got an engine like crazy, Declan Rice type shit. On the ball, I've seen Collier actually receive on a half turn, bro. Automatically better than Ugarte.
You know what it is, bro? I look at how we're using Mount, and I don't see how we're gonna use him. It's like I'm looking at Mount. Mount is we didn't get Chelsea Mount. We got Mount from Chelsea, and we just turned him into something completely different. And he's just a pressing machine right now. And let's be fair. Okay, his counter press is good. I saw his stats. Those stats like trending all over the weekend and stuff. I see it. I see all these 99 percentiles. It's very good. But that's the player that we got now. Why do I need 2 high pressers in the same midfield? Like I'm still failing to see how we can run this midfield with Mount in it, let alone adding another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I need to add another one who is gonna do the same thing that Mount does? Is Ugarte really better than Mount on the ball? Does he really offer more than Mount on the ball? And I don't think so. So it's like, why are we going for the same player twice?
It's just like, bro, it's other than that, it's just like for Manu, then that literally leaves Manu with all the responsibility in the first phase. Because whether you put Casemiro next to him, whether you put Ugarte, and even Casemiro, I think Casemiro is better on the ball than Ugarte because at least Casemiro can ping a pass. Sometimes it's a terrible pass, but Casemiro has these passes in his locker.
Space. Like I can bet on Casemiro passing space, bro.
Ugarte's not passing you. Ugarte's not passing into space. He don't have that in his locker. So it's like, bro, and Casemiro, I'm not gonna lie, bro, he's on his Zempic. Bro, have you seen the guy's waistline looks like it went down like 4 inches, bro.
Someone put a picture of him in last preseason, this preseason. You can really tell when someone loses weight through their face. And the first thing you see, these cheeks are no longer here for Casemiro. I'm like, bro, wow. He really is on his Zempic.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Football Ugarte breaks up the tax and is terrible on the ball. Rice isn't much better at pass. Rice is a much better passer than Ugarte. I'm not even joking. Rice is a much better passer than Ugarte. The fact that Declan Rice can actually receive on the turn somewhat and actually pass it, he's already better than Ugarte. It's not even close. Mount moving like Sabitzer. He's got no feet since the ball. Yeah, Mason Mount's cooked, man. I keep telling CK this because me and CK had an argument on Sunday about it. I'm like, yo, with Mason Mount in possession, we're with 10 men. He's a liability in possession because he's not good enough. Like he has no role in the team in possession. So he's just not there. Like it's like the Mctominay role that we had Mctominay do last year. Like in possession, you just don't see his presence.
But do you think that's an instruction? Because
Yeah,
I always think it's an instruction. I don't think
I
it's
think
him.
I think it's an instruction. It's also him as a player. Like he's somewhat declined in terms of like where he can be on the ball and stuff like that. I think it's not. It's not. It's also. It's probably the coaching fault. It's probably also Mason Mount's fault that there's some players, right, that even with instruction, they'll just go get the ball. Xerxes, for example, bro. Xerxes was instructed to just be on the hang on the center back shoulder and just run
Yeah.
around. He
And he
clocked
said
after 5 minutes.
videos.
I can't get the ball, so I'm gonna go get it myself. It's shit like that where I'm like, I Mason Mount, bro. There's times where yes, the coaching instruction is for you to be higher, but we're struggling to progress the ball. So go get it. Go do something with it. It's those kind of players that I want from. I want those kind of characteristics in my players. That's what I like about Bruno. Sometimes he'll always find his way on the ball. Sometimes it's for the worst of the team. I'm not gonna lie, but no matter what, you'll know from Bruno, he'll never hide from possession. Mason
But
Mount,
that's why
sometimes,
managers love Mount if you clock it. Mount was every manager's favorite player. When he was at Chelsea, Lampard loved him. I forgot who else loved him. I think Tuchel loved him. And I think the same thing with Ten Hag. If he was available, he would have played with a lot last season. That's why people used to call him a teacher's pet. He does do everything the manager says. But you're probably right there. Sometimes a player sometimes can be intelligent enough to go against what the manager says for the benefit of the team. And Mourinho used to say that. I forgot what the exact quote it was. He's like, he likes players where like you coach them 90% and then like 10% they make their own decisions on the pitch. It was something like that within those
oh,
words.
that's
And he
that.
referred to Herrera as that. Was that?
It's Man City right now, by the way. Man City right now are not even close by Pep anymore. It's the players that are 100% no Pep
Yeah,
system by
sometimes
heart
they
now that they're basically coaching themselves out. That's why they're so good. They don't need Pep anymore. They're so good. Obviously, they need him in terms of certain games, but against Chelsea, bro, that was City in first gear. They were coaching themselves. Taj Gibson is crazy. I'm not gonna
someone
lie.
said he's Taj Gibson for managers. That might be bro, that's a very good analogy. If you don't know Taj Gibson, then that's on you. You know,
Yeah.
every day I
It's
think we're getting Taj Gibson back at the Knicks.
Mason Mount hasn't found his Tom Thibodeau yet, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't we sign him like 3 times at the Knicks so far?
Yeah, bro, it's insane. Shout out Taj Gibson, man.
3
OG.
times is crazy, bro.
Would have been cheaper to keep Fred if that was the case. Yeah, obviously,
No.
this is also that's the other thing with Mason Mount. It's the price. Like, if we got him for free, I wouldn't even be talking about Mason Mount. It's a free signing. It's automatic upgrade in terms of out of possession. What he could give you. It's the fact that we spent 60 mil. I compare it to the Donny Van de Beek deal. I think Mason Mount's a better player than Donny Van de Beek, but it's again going for a position that you don't need in the midfield, while instead of addressing what you actually need. We signed Donny Van de Beek when we had Pogba and Bruno on our books. We now signed Mason Mount when we had Bruno on the books and Kobe Mainoo, who United knew was going to break through. And that role that Mason Mount plays now in terms of the connector role that people like to say, Mainoo can do that a lot better because he's much better on the ball. Yes, off the ball, he's not going to give you a pressing machine, but if you put someone next to him that can do that, then it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Onana costs what we're offering Ugarte. It's pretty much, they're going to end up being the same price. And I know Onana's partly because Ten Hag has beef with his agency and stuff like that because freaking Mafia Lord Ten Hag and SCG agency Mafia apparently don't like clients. So that's another discussion. But yeah, bro, $250K for a premium Gallagher. Yeah, obviously we could have gotten Conor Gallagher and just have his person.
But I'm not gonna lie, he's just like I feel like I've been harsh on Mount. I don't rate him, and I've never rated him with Chelsea. But I will admit I was a little bit harsh on him, and that's fine. I'm still harsh on him, but I won't change my opinion that we don't need him. I just look at him, bro, and it's like he's just so one-dimensional to what Ten Hag asks him to do to his team and what he offers us in this team. That just the whole logistics of the deal didn't make sense to me. When you look at the fee, when you look at the fact that we could have got him on a free in 6 months after that, not got him on a free, we would have had to wait a year, but we could have negotiated him for free 6 months later. When you look at the role that he's been given versus what Ten Hag, I still remember that video where he tapped him on the chest and he was like, "I need you to be an important player for me this year," and gave him number 7. Everything around that versus what you see on the pitch, it shows you that his role is not as big as Ten Hag made it seem. Because I'm looking at him like, you're our pressing machine. You're probably going to be there in the big games, whether you start or you're on the bench, versus teams like Arsenal and City, where they're going to keep a lot of the possession. We need to keep the ball back, win the ball back. I'm looking at all that, and I'm like, outside of that, I don't know where else do we use you. I don't see a world where I make my best midfield and best front line and I fit you in it. Because I could see a world where I'm starting Xerxes and I'm benefiting off the fact that he can drop into the midfield and give us the extra leg in the midfield. Him and Bruno connecting a little bit and having some runs being made in behind Xerxes. two players behind him, like behind Bruno, like Maino and Casemiro or whoever else. I'm looking at all that and I'm picturing all these scenarios. I'd never see a scenario where I can fit Mason Mount and I can fit him for like big roles. I just see him as JJ said earlier, a Fred. And this is why I said on Saeed's channel, I said Fred, bro, Fred walked, so people like Mount and Ugarte can run. Bro, Pastor Fred, I will defend you to the day I die, Fred, because you did not cost us all this money and you were doing the same exact role.
Well, Mason Mount kind of like, even a player I don't even rate that much because I called him mid. Ander Herrera would offer me more than Mason Mount. I don't even like Ander Herrera. I'm not gonna lie. But
you hate him, like, you always call him a rat. I don't know.
No, I don't hate him. I think United fans overlove him to the point where, like, because we've been so shit the past 10 years in terms of midfielders that people gas up Ander Herrera.
It's a shit house though. Let's be honest. He spit on the City logo.
Yeah,
you know, shit like that.
He's a good player to have in the squad. Don't get it twisted, like stuff like that. I never thought he was like this elite midfielder. But even him, like, he could offer you the legs that Mount has, but even on the ball, Ander Herrera is much better on the ball. And, like, bro, Mason Mount needs to watch some tape. I said Anthony needs to watch left back tape. Yo, Mason Mount, just go watch Jason Park tape. That's what you gotta go do, bro. You don't have the ball playing ability of Jason Park. Jason Park's a goat, but go watch the tape and find ways to find yourself in the squad. That's what you're gonna have to do. Because on the ball, it's clip, bro. There's really no, bro. Because I clocked Mason Mount. I've always seen his terrible underlying stats in terms of creating open play chances and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, maybe if he has better players around him, they'll go up. Like, because his left winger was Timo Werner for like 3 years. Now he's going to like a Marcus Rashford. He's gonna have a Bruno with him. But nah, bro, it's just bad.
I think Ahmed said it the best in the chat. He said he probably has to be Bruno's backup. I don't think he'll be a like for like. Like, when you bring him on, I don't expect him to do the same things that Bruno does. But he probably does have to be a Bruno backup. Because at least I could see him in a midfield where he exists, where there's a Mainu behind him and there's a Casemiro as an example. It wouldn't be the best, but I see him more in a midfield like that than when I just don't see how he plays when Bruno's there. And this is when you said you and CK argued, I would love to know what CK said. I know CK rates him highly. I just don't know what he said in terms of ball playing ability.
He just said Mason Mount is like his like the out of possession, which I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be the big conundrum for Ten Hag. Mason Mount is so crucial out of possession for us that you could tell the difference when he comes off the pitch, like in terms of our press and stuff like that. We saw it against Fulham, but he's not good enough on the ball where we need someone to be in that position that's an actual game changer that can create chances for us because we're not that good in attack. So it's like it's like either way you pick, you're sacrificing a lot of something. That's the issue. Oh, and also, by the way, this morning I went on Twitter. I scrolled. United fans are very bored because Xerxes had like a pass back in the 90th minute where it looked like he could have slipped Rashford through, and people are already microanalyzing that. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta give it up. Y'all are very bored, man. His first match day, his first time playing with the team. He doesn't know Marcus Rashford like that yet. It's 1-0 game management. What's got to get up? Over my no. See, this is not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna bench Mason. We're not gonna bench Kobe Mainu just so we can appease.
Mainu gets benched for us to get balance. In what world? What balance do we get from having one of our technical midfielders out there? Like, I don't get it, bro. I am tired. I said this on sides yesterday. I know you were at work. I am so tired of United fan base talking about everything but football, bro. I am tired. Stop talking to me about characters. Stop talking to me about running. Stop talking to me about everything that's outside of playing football. I swear we're the only fan base that want to make 1,000,001 excuses for players that we have in this team outside of how good they are on the ball. It is football. Then this is the sport that we're in. We're not in gymnastics. We're not in sprinting. This is not the Olympics, bro. I don't care about how much someone runs. At the end of the day, please, let's talk about how many players we have in this team that can actually pass a ball and receive a ball. Because we don't do that enough, and I've never seen that.
Like, I've had enough of that. Yo, guys, guess remember what club? We are the club that played a midfield three of.
Look at that. It's time to steal Mainu from us.
Ahmed, you have your own issues to worry about. Your managers literally threw like 25 of your players under the bus this morning. Give it up, man.
What did he say?
Bro, Maresca said like, yo, 21 people. We don't have a 40-man squad. We only have 21 players. The other 23.
He really said that?
The other 23 are irrelevant to me. They're training separately, bro. The guy's just. Yeah, he's a puppet master. Anyway, good for him. But we are a team, by the way, that Fergie would end up playing a midfield three of Carrick, Scholes, and Giggs. Where's the running power in that? Like, any of those guys run.
We used to play 4-4-2, bro. And you need more running power when you play like that.
Bro, This is the house that Paul Scholes built. This is the house that Michael Carrick built. And y'all want to take out Kobe Mainoo to play Ugarte, Casemiro, Mason Mount. Go have fun with that midfield. Yo, there's your pressing midfield. Casemiro, Mainoo, Casemiro, Ugarte, Mount. Go have fun with that. You'll see the chances created in that midfield. 0. That's what it's gonna be, man. I'm gonna ignore Donald Cullen's chats. I'm not gonna lie. Low-key, Bruno is the reason it's unbalanced. I'm not gonna lie, Bruno was ass on staff. I'm gonna kill you because I know that's you that texted that. I'm gonna kill you.
Wait, I keep forgetting that when I type, it comes off as your name. I need to go on YouTube.
Yeah, that was not me. That was not me, Donna. That's Gucci shot. Yeah,
now Griggs would never address you, Donna Cullen. That was me.
Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't address you. My gaffer. Where's my mod? Oh, my bad. I forgot I didn't mod Ahmed. I'm gonna go do that.
I'm at hype, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna address you on my YouTube, Donna Cullen. Don't worry, Griggs hype.
After that, what's it called? After those Pro Coast performances, it's low-key Ahmed hype. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, he actually cooked the other day when you weren't here.
Oh, he did? Sure.
Yeah, he scored a couple goals.
Where you at?
Yo, big up to everyone who's here. Make sure you're smashing a like. See, we got 40 people in the house.
That's what we have Staffy here for. To remind people to
Griggs
like.
Hype. Yeah, Griggs hype.
All right, go. I'm in your modded now. I'm Primaluda. I guess you could be Primaluda if you want. That's fine by you.
He kept saying he's Primaluda, but he was scoring a lot of outside the box shots. So I don't know if that was Maluda. I don't remember that being Maluda's game. But then he had Will saying who's Maluda.
Anyway, shout out my boy Bilal, big up Griggs. Like said, everyone, I'm just here to offer you 5 years. Yeah, I'm good, man. I have enough Portuguese people on my club. Speaking of Portuguese, did you see who launched a YouTube channel today?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
That's how you know.
Subscribe to my channel.
That's how you know it's over. That's how you know it's over. It's over, bro. This is when
you're looking for life beyond football now. I respect him finally for that.
Will, you might as well start watching Saudi League to enjoy the last 5 minutes of Ronaldo because after this, it's over, bro.
Let's be honest, you would tune into Ronaldo's channel.
Yeah, I want to see what the vibes are looking like. Like LeBron has a podcast too, the barbershop talk, or something like that. We had other athletes like it's quick for him too soon, but at least LeBron's still good. Ronaldo's. Imagine Ronaldo and Speed on a podcast.
Oh my god, that's a good point.
That's a box office. I'm not gonna lie.
Miles is always thinking ahead. I like that.
Bro, hey, Jacob, wake up, bro.
Yeah, I just got one today.
The news haven't hit El Paso yet. That's crazy. El Paso stuck back in like 3 days ago. Bro, Brian made JJ going from the pod. Who's mains for CR7? Patrice Evra.
Rio.
Rio. Yeah, I guess. Not Wayne Rooney. I'll tell you that much. Wayne Rooney will not be on that podcast. Yeah, but anyway, Ronaldo hype. Oh, great. I'm trying to think what else we could talk about. Obviously, talk about a couple other. There's friends of other clubs here. Like I mentioned, Chelsea. I don't know if Staffy's seen the Sterling news. Like he's ready to actually leave. Ornstein dropped the bomba today that he's looking for other clubs. Maresca pretty much said that he's not my kind of winger, which is crazy to think about as a manager that employed Christopher Nkunku on the left wing on Sunday, who's a 10. And the same kind of manager that employs Mykhailo Mudryk on the left wing, who's not a footballer. So, interesting by Maresca. I just want to know if Maresca actually means the stuff that he says, or it's like a script written by Igbali that gets sent down in the fax machine, and that he just has to read off of it. Like he memorized it like he's an actor. I wonder if that's what ends up happening. This is Lucky mentioned. Better have my coffee ready when I roll to the Big Apple in Brooklyn, where Griggs lives. Well, I don't live in Brooklyn. And I don't.
You gotta understand for Jacob, it's all one thing.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, just because you think I live next to Yonkers Island, you'll not be getting your coffee. I'm gonna recommend you the worst coffee spot in New York.
I was in Brooklyn the other day, and I sent him a picture from Brooklyn. I keep forgetting what's the river between Brooklyn and Manhattan, but I sent him a picture of the skyline, and he was like, "Is this New York?" And I'm like, "What else would it be?" And he was like, "See, I told you to live in New York." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm actually in Brooklyn. Like that is, I can't be living there if I'm in Brooklyn right now."
The geography lessons in El Paso were very lacking. Jacob has to send a strong email to his geography teacher in high school and be like, "Yo,
East River, there you go.
We're not doing this. United aren't signing a left back, by the way. It got confirmed yesterday by Lord Will. Which, by the way, let's talk about that. I'm happy we're not signing a left back because I'm gonna be real. You have Dalo and Mazraoui, who could both play left back. You have Amas, who it's the kind of thing where United can't sign a left back that's young because you have a young, promising left back in Amas coming through now, and there's no point in signing a stopgap when you have two right backs that can play left back. You also have Luke Shaw on your books. You also have Malacia on your books. So for me, there's no point in really signing a left back.
Bro, United fans yesterday were saying we need to sign a left back before the season starts. No, we don't need to sign a left back. We need to sign a midfielder. Like, I don't understand this narrative where people think that fullbacks are more important than midfielders. No one ever lives or dies by their fullbacks. You can have a very good team that might have a half decent fullback. And as you said, we just signed Mazraoui. We have Dalo who could play on the right, on the left. Yes, we have two injured, but when you get Malacia and Shaw back, you have four fully fit fullbacks, including two that could play on the left-hand side. So you potentially will have about 4 left backs, 2 real ones and 2 makeshift ones. We don't need a left back. You know what we need? We need a midfielder. Because when we get an injury, guess what? Mr. Scott McTominay is going to be starting for you. He's going to be in a double pivot. He's going to be in the 10. It's inevitable. So this is what we actually need. I don't get it. This fan base just does my head in.
Well, also I think I'm not gonna lie, people overrate the what's it called? How good a fullback needs to be for your team, bro. I've seen Pep throw the randomest guy at left back and win titles.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I've seen Madrid play Camavinga at left back because you don't need to sign left backs, especially when you have 2 guys on the obviously that are coming back soon, and you have 2 right backs that can also play left back. You have Licha who could not really do a job at left back, but he could slide in there for like a game or 2 if need be. I'd rather people say we need to sign a left center back that can also play left back. That sounds better because we do need a left center back too. Because Leach is our only left center back currently that has a left foot. So I understand that part, but a left back specifically, you don't need a left back specifically. I just don't think that's a position. We need midfielders. We need multiple midfielders, not just one midfielder. We actually need multiple midfielders. But people are not getting ahead of the gun because we're very desperate for just one right now, let alone 2. So. We don't need Chilwell.
If anyone says Chilwell in the chat, I'm not gonna lie, they should get timed out.
Sorry, you can
I think it's too early to be even saying that bullshit. If I'm being honest,
you're mod. You can tell them out. It's like not many people are modded here, so
I'm suggesting ideas, bro. Look, like Jacob saying it. You know, I can't listen.
Unfortunately, we made a mod because you told me I can time out any mod I want, right?
Yeah, because it's your channel. I can't. I'm just a mod.
Yeah, Jacob, let's go through.
I think Jacob should hold like a good 10 minutes. Listen, Jacob, 10 minutes, go make some coffee, go change your baby's diapers, and think about your actions. That's what I would do, honestly. Chili Shaw dynamic duo. Bro, listen, Udogie looked spooky in his first game, Jacob, so don't even get me there, bro. We might have to start having conversations about Udogie soon.
Next person to say Chilwell gets a 10-minute timeout.
Agree.
Ahmed, you're the next one. Say no more. You're the next person.
You have to set an example, bro. I'm sorry. You have to.
Yeah,
you're the Sancho in this situation. You got timed out, it's for the greater cause.
Ahmed, just because I like you, I'll give you 5-minute timeout.
So you don't like Jacob? Is that what you said?
I gave Jacob a minute. That was his warning. If he says it again, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else want to say chill, bro? It's 10:19. I've worked 24 hours in the past. 48 hours on work, bro. I'm not in the mood to hear about Chilwell. Sancho's on the bench against Brighton. What are we saying, guys? Where else is he gonna be? He's not gonna be in the starting 11.
Wait, what is Wolf saying? He's saying the stuff you mean AC Milan didn't need their fullbacks, especially when they had Maldini and Cafu. Well, that's a very different time, anyways. But what do you mean exactly by that? Like when I say you don't need fullbacks as much as you need midfielders, it doesn't mean that you don't need fullbacks at all. Like I'm just saying, good team. You can still be a good team with not such a great fullback. Well, because like when you look at the Milan team, you said Cafu, Maldini, absolute legends of the game. But let's not joke about their midfield. What did their midfield have? I think that one year they won the Champions League, if I'm correct, they had Gattuso, They had Seedorf. They had Kaka. And who was their fourth? Was Pirlo there at that time, or
For what,
did he was he at Inter
midfield,
still?
the diamond midfield.
Yeah, when they played a diamond,
Yeah, Pearl's in there.
he
He's
was
the
there.
basic. Yeah.
There you go. So let's not even joke about like that. That's very two good fullbacks. But come on, did you just hear the midfield that I just said? Seedorf, Gattuso, Pirlo, and Kaka. Like, bro, like of course you're gonna win because of how good that diamond midfield is. You know, obviously the fullbacks helped, but what built that team was how great that midfield was. That's why they didn't even play wingers, bro. They used to play two strikers. They had like Crespo, Shevchenko. Uh, God, I don't even remember who else, but that midfield was everything for that team. Even the UV team that lost the Barca in the final. Remember how good that midfield was? They
Yeah,
had Pogba,
Pearl,
Vidal, Marquisio, and
Pearl.
and Pirlo again. Yeah, there you go. Pirlo was always the base of any diamond midfield,
Yeah,
you know.
best he
And
plan
I
playing
can't
midfield
even
all
tell
time.
you who their fullbacks was. They had a washed Evra, bro. Remember they bought Evra from us?
It was Lichtsteiner at right back, and it was Patrice Evra
Yeah,
at left back.
Lichtsteiner, bro. Oh my, let's not joke about that one. That guy was so bad. They send him to Arsenal right away. That's not
Nah,
even good Arsenal. That's
he was
Banter at
solid at
Arsenal.
he was solid at Juve. At Arsenal though, it was clear.
He was like on a decline, bro. They shipped
Yeah.
him to Arsene Wenger right away.
In terms of winning titles with Dumfries at wing back. Yeah, bro. I just don't think you need City haven't had a left back in like 10 years. Like, bro, like
Facts,
Hollerov, yeah,
JJ.
bro. It's Clint, man. But yeah, I think United because Luke Shaw has given them so much PTSD that they need a left back. Like it's such a desperate need. I just don't think it is, bro. I would rather sign a midfielder. Oh, I would always rather sign a midfielder than a fullback because at the end of the day, if that midfielder is also left-footed, I promise you, if he's athletic enough, he can play left back. Like, I'm not even
Bro,
joking.
France won the World Cup with Pavard right back. Come on.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, bro, Lucas Hernandez, who's not a left back, also play left back in that team. He's a center back.
Yeah, I always mix him up with Theo. Yeah. Lucas
You
on
hate
the
Sean,
left, and he's
fair.
slow as shit, bro.
AC Milan announcing Emerson Royale like that, and Griggs voices people. What? How they announce Emerson Royale? Emerson Royale.
Did you see the unveiling he got?
No, why?
Bro, they played like clips for Cafu for him.
Yeah, they gotta give it up.
You know a presentation that Madrid does in the Bernabeu and Barcelona? They gave him the same thing, and he came in with the jersey.
Let me ring up Badir, bro. I gotta talk with Tim about his club, bro. No.
I'm not even joking, bro, because I crashed Jacob's stream when he was presenting it. It literally played clips on the big screen, and it had Cafu doing defensive work. I'm like, you're comparing this guy to Cafu.
AC Milan used to mean something, yo. They used to mean something as a football club. That's crazy, bro. That's why I call United and Milan two hideous twins. I promise you, bro. It's the biggest falling giants you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, look, he got a mixtape with Cafu. He really did, bro.
Bro, I thought Martial getting R9 cosign was the worst thing I've ever seen sometimes because that was a wash Martial. That somehow got even worse by Cafu and Emerson. Yeah. Miles Lewis-Skelly, MLS, top player in center mid, and he's playing left back. Yeah, that's because Arteta's a criminal against the sport of football. That's why. Announcer said another Kaká wearing a 20. Yeah, click.
Oh yeah. They gave him the 22. Bro, listen, bro. This is why the Brazilian legends are
hold on. You're telling me Kaká's number went to Emerson Royale?
Yeah, they give Emerson Royale the 22.
Like, that number used to mean something.
They gave him Kaká's number and they showed compilations of Cafu.
See what I'm saying? Well, we got that going on. We got Mason Mount wearing the United number 7. George Best used to wear that number, bro. No, that's good, man.
Bro, people don't understand. Like when you say that, because I feel like there's a lot of young people now that watch the game and they don't remember how good these teams were. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Milan used to strike fear in my heart whenever I used to play. There was only 2 teams that ever struck a fear in my heart. It was Barcelona and it was Milan. Just because of how legendary Milan was. Like whenever we played them, I'm like, San Siro today, long day, bro. I'm scared.
Oh, I remember watching.
I've ever seen Real now.
I watched back that semifinal that we had in 06-07 after we beat them in the first leg at Old Trafford. I think like 3-2 we beat them. Boy, the way they packed us at San Siro in the return leg.
Yeah.
Bro, you would not think that's a team that would literally go on to make a UCL final back-to-back years, 2-3 like back-to-back seasons after that, bro. They packed us. It was
they destroyed us, bro. That rainy night in San Siro, I'll never forget that, bro. Like I was how old was I? I was like 12 at that time. They legit made me cry, bro. I was like, no way we got cooked like that today. I think we conceded 2 in the first half. We had no answer for them. I forgot who cooked us in their midfield. Maybe it was Seedorf that day who just turned the fuck up.
It was
He
Seedorf.
bro, he destroyed us, bro. I was like, wow, what is going on? And that was the first season I really, really watched United like game to game. And I couldn't believe what I saw. I was so fucking sad, bro.
Nah, Barca hype, bro. I'm enjoying that Barca fall off more than you believe, bro. Oh god, it brings tears to my eyes, man. To see that club fall off, man. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Speaking of Gundogan, I guess City do want to reunite with their ex. Okay,
Hamza
back.
tweeted that he said, "Always get back with your ex." Don't listen to Hamza, guys. That's bad
Yo,
relationship advice.
you know what's even funny? For a whole year, we all talked about City not replacing Gundogan, and they just went and replaced him with himself.
But you know what? I have a different opinion on this. Now, it's a good signing for them this year because I'm not gonna lie, they're
Oh, long
lacking
term
depth.
is clip.
Long term, bro. Let's be honest. Since when have City been that team? City, because Hamza's saying go back to your ex. Hamza's lying because City, they never go back to their exes. City is the best team to move on, and their rebound is always better than the ex. Actually, they don't even rebound. They get someone long term, and it's always better. And you're like, you know what?
It's just
Fair
like
enough.
it's
This is the
interesting.
first time I'm looking at them. I'm like, they really don't have a plan, do they? They just stumbled into Gundogan coming back because of what happened with Barca. And
I
that's
feel
not a good
like
sign.
I don't know if it's like they think that they're gonna get packed up by the Premier League in terms of the charges. I think Pep's obviously leaving soon as well. Like it's happening. The light is at the end of the tunnel in terms of all the rest of us. Pep is leaving soon, man. We will be free from the Pep of dominating the Premier League. We will finally have a chance again to look at Premier League and be like, yo, it's attainable. But I mean, they're gonna do the 5-peat this year, but after that, like it's just interesting to see what happens with the Prem has to charge them. Like, bro, you can't just big up 115 charges against someone and they're not guilty on any of them. That's ridiculous, bro. That's like the greatest escape of charges of all time. So, but it also makes me like confident in terms of City, like in terms of transfer targets for the future. Like, let's say Adam Morton, because I just saw his name in the chat, we'll have a more bigger chance because we had this debate on A-list last week in terms of pull, bro. If I got to go up against Arsenal or Chelsea or Liverpool for Adam Morton and City aren't in that race, I'm confident we can go get him. Because he's from the north, too. Like, he's Blackburn. He played at Blackburn, which I don't think is far from Manchester, based on my limited geographical knowledge of England. And, yeah, bro, I just think we could get him. I think City are the only team that, like, if we go – we've never really gotten in for the same player as City in a long time.
But maybe they were in for him next season. Maybe that's why they use Gundogan as a stopgap. It's not a bad sign. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, obviously, like he's like.
I just want to use that. I want to delude myself to think that they're not planning well for once. And if it is, it's good news for everyone because they've been amazing for that past.
You know how I know they're not because they still haven't signed a Rodri backup, bro. Rodri has even said himself that I'm tired. That bro, it's like I'm like my legs are falling off and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, bro. I'm thinking in terms of that. Really, how much will he actually play? Man, I was about to say who the hell is Stacy, but Miles just.
Bro, I'm tired of this typo. Everyone, it's just type Stacy, and they're like, "Oh, Staff. Who the hell is Stacy? Enough Stacy, bro."
South
Shut
England,
up,
yeah,
Jacob.
I don't know what's. Welcome back, Ahmed. I hope you enjoyed your 5-minute ban. I hope you learned your lesson. From that you no longer talk about that guy at your football club.
Yeah, you're getting demoted in pro clubs for that comment. You're either holding bench or we're moving you to fullback duties.
He just called you. He just had Station Nation. So.
Oh yeah, he's bro. You know what? He should hold another 5 minutes.
Can't write off Liverpool, even though I absolutely will write off Liverpool in the market when it comes to transfer signings. I promise you, they're not beating us. Bro, the only time Liverpool have beaten us for signings, it's like especially when we were washed, like Fabinho and stuff like that. It's also when the fact that they're broke. They don't got their only signing this summer is gonna be a backup goalkeeper. It's gonna be a goalkeeper that won't even play at their football club this summer.
Yeah, he's going on loan.
He's going on
loan. Bro, it's not even a goalkeeper who's good on the ball. They're moving back in time, bro. I don't know if you noticed that. They're going from Allison to Jacob's guy, Mamadashvili, or however you say his name. And I'm like, I thought we progressed in football. I thought we go for bro. They're anticipating the banter era coming back, and they're like, let's just go get a shot stopper instead of someone who's actually good on the ball. That's what he's gonna be. He's gonna be the Gea.
I mean, it's similar to what actually Chelsea did. Chelsea did this before with Czech and Courtois. They bought Courtois from Belgium. They sent him to Atletico for a couple of years while Czech was kind of
Yeah,
ending
but
his
Courtois
time
was
at.
good, bro. Courtois was actually very good.
No, I know. Courtois obviously a better prospect. I'm talking about like in terms of like it's what they're going after. It's kind of a similar thing that Chelsea did. Chelsea, the last club I remember signing a young keeper that's obviously like ready to start, but loaning him out for a couple years while having a club legend on their books and stuff like that. Remember Vashili's great shot stopper, but why no Boca? Because Michael Evans' database hasn't reached that far. Yeah, the only thing I've said about City is like for the future, they do have a good under 25 core. Foden, Holland, Doku, Sabe, Guardiola, also Oscar Bob as well. So it's like they have players ready for the future, like in attack. But I just think, bro, once Rodri gets cooked, I'm looking at that team. Who's that 6, bro? That's my only concern with City. But enough about City, man. Hopefully, we pray that they have their downfall and we never have to see them again. That would be the greatest thing of all time. No disrespect to any City fans, but yeah, I can hold that. Actually, Hamza can hold that. Specifically, Hamza can hold that. Now, I like Nobbins. I like Vader. So, especially AI Vader. That's my favorite kind of Vader. AI Vader, man.
Vader
Top
enjoyed
2
himself too much yesterday on A-Lister. I didn't like A-Lister on American
Waffle.
Waffles.
Not Waffle.
Yeah,
American Waffle.
I didn't like that, bro. He was too happy. Nedu, bro, listen, if I ever catch you, man, I sat for an hour and a half on my own stream without saying a word. I was eating grapes and smoking hookah, bro. That's
on
all
the
I was doing.
positive side, all that super chat money wasn't nearly so.
Yeah, bro. Listen, Nedu,
bro, just imagine it, bro. Imagine it. It's like you're basically getting paid to sit through a lecture at school and just listen to other
I
people
didn't even
talk.
pay attention to half the shit they said. They were waffling anyways.
Exactly.
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go,
saying.
bro.
Like
There's something
Nedu, listen,
about
the
that.
car payment went through today. We
There
appreciate
you
you
go,
for
bro.
that.
Gas money, bro. Gas in this economy, bro. There you go, man. There you go,
Bro,
bro.
that's almost 2 tanks for me.
There you go. Did you see the clip of Pep saying he got no motivation to win Prem this season? Yeah, that's what he said. But come January, bro, Pep does not want to lose the league to one of his what's it called?
Disciples.
Understudy. Yeah, his disciples. He don't really want like he had no problem losing it to Klopp. But he sees Arteta, he sees Maresca. He's like, bro, those guys can't beat me. Like that would irk me if I was like a Pep. Staffy lock up the show. Nedu hype, bro. Everything. No, I'm gonna lie. 95% of things
Bro,
that
he
come out
wanted
of
me to
Nedu's mouth.
apologize for Casemiro, but he called Lenny Euro trash. I could not take you seriously. I'd rather
Bro,
spend
he
2
said,
hours
yo,
in the cell than to ever apologize for that.
he said Licha is terrible on the ball. That's all I need to know, bro. That's all I need to know, man.
Canadians,
Nedu
listen,
hype.
don't know Bo. Nedu, you're a better representation for Canadians.
And Vader doesn't do enough to help you bail you out because Vader only says AI sentences. So it's not enough persuasion from Vader's side. But yeah, speaking of Brighton, we do have Brighton on the weekend. I don't know if Staffy has ended up watching their game because he told me
I
he's going to
haven't watched it.
rewatch
I
it
haven't
from
had a chance.
Sunday.
I should watch it today.
Staffy
I
hype.
know you watched it.
I did actually, bro. I'm a nerd. Yo, see, people question my love for football, and certain guys like Will say that I don't watch that. I don't watch that. I don't know football. Meanwhile, on Saturday morning, I had 5 screens on at once watching football. I was scouting. You know, Staffy knows about Greek stocks. Like we had to look for new recruits, and I actually did find a new recruit from Everton, their midfielder. His name is way too long. I can't pronounce it, but number 42, as I call him, bro, baller, absolute baller. We keeping tabs on him. And I was watching that game, and I was speaking, like Everton are kind of creating chances. The only issue is that they have a Dominic Calvert-Lewin on top, and he's absolutely useless in the year of 2024. But I was like, yo, I'm seeing Dwight McNeil get on the ball, creating some chances. Jack Harrison was able to create a couple of chances. I'm like, yo, if United get and end these opportunities, thank you, Uthman, Iragbonum. If United get the end of these chances, we should be able to score a couple goals. I'm seeing Matt Swifer looking shaky at the back.
They played Everton, no?
Yeah. Bro, everything we're creating a lot of chances. And Brighton's first goal came on the transition, which I'm not going to lie, that's what I am worried about. Brighton looked very lethal on the transition. Thankfully, their best winger got a concussion. Minte, the guy that signed from Newcastle, bro, he's an absolute baller, by the way. He's going to be top.
Wait, he got concussed in the first game?
Yeah, he got concussed. He had to get taken off.
So he's definitely not playing.
Yeah, he's probably not. But I was looking at that. I'm like, yo, first of all, that guy's not going to be at Brighton for much longer. I'm not gonna lie. He's getting sold within the next couple of years. He's top. Mctominay was still a threat, obviously. And who else we have? Who else do they have? Adingra they brought off the bench from Ivory Coast. He's solid. They have solid attackers. Joao Pedro, Danny Welbeck, Evan Ferguson. Rutter's gonna be ready for probably for our match as well. So they have the only issue I have is like it's the type of game. It's the type of game where I expect United and Brighton to create a lot of chances. It's really just about which attack is gonna be more clinical, because I think those are the issues for both teams. Both attacks are very off. Like they can, on their day they're lethal as hell, but if they're off of it, it looks ugly. So yeah, bro. Honestly, their center backs stink, bro. There's no reason for us to not score 2 goals against them. The question is, will we not concede 2 goals against them? It's an away match, early kickoff as well. It's 7:30 in the morning for us, so Stav's gonna be having to do them 7:30 watch.
Oh my god, that watch along, bro. Why'd you remind me? You know what? The weekend is the one day where I'm like, I can wake up whenever I want, because I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. And then on the weekend, I got to wake up at 6 a.m. to get ready for a watch along, just to sit here and have people like Ahmed in my chat and the rest of these people.
I can already tell you that's a 7:30 kickoff, and our first game after international break is also 7:30 kickoff against Southampton.
Every time I think of Southampton, you know what's the one game I think of? When we had Daniel James first season, and we drew 1-1
against him. And he scored against them.
That's the one game I always think of. I'll never forget that, bro. When we lost to Palace and then drew to Southampton. Trauma. That's enough, bro. That's enough.
I hate playing Southampton. Other than the time we beat them 9-0.
Yeah. See, I don't even think of that game like that. It was such an anomaly.
It's always been a one. Like even the year that they got relegated, I think we drew with them twice, 1-1. It's like it's that kind of shit. If Rash doesn't back up, we'll see about Rashford, man. I'll save that shit for the.
I told them yesterday on my channel. It's bad when you start seeing Griggs giving up on Rashford stocks. When Griggs starts jumping the boat, it's bad news.
It's so. I saw a Rashford comp yesterday with the dove emoji. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, bro. We're never getting that Rashford back, bro. It's never happened. So it's like, yeah, Brune Affy TV. Is that your new name, Brune Affy TV?
Bro, just don't post no more Jacob comments. Just pretend he's not there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Rashford needs to score, man. It needs to happen, bro. It just needs to happen.
Yeah, he owes himself a goal. Actually, he owes us a goal.
He owes me a goal. Nah, forget the rest of you. He owes me a goal. Because after what happened in the Community Shield, when I'm like, he's gonna bag because he's the match chance, and then he missed the easiest chance. And then, bro, my issue last week with Rashford is that he had 0 shots. A player of his ball striking quality should never have 0 shots. That's a crime.
At this point, I think it's just a mental thing, bro.
That tells me that it's not really physical. He's stuck in his own head, and when a player's stuck in their own head, it's clip, bro. It's not, especially someone like Rashford who's a confidence player. It's over, man. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, you conceded to a Jamie Vardy whose only meal that day was a Red Bull. You conceded to a man whose diet is 90% Red Bull and 10% beer. That is who you conceded to. And the man that conceded because of that was your GOAT, Christian Romero. The guy that you have 555 pictures, like a crazy ex-stalker. That is the guy that was at fault for you conceding.
No, it's Pedro Porro, bro. Can we stop doing this?
Pedro Porro is also at fault. Pedro Porro is also at fault, but he's not on my fantasy team, so we're gonna cover him up a little bit. And he also scored a goal, so you know what? It makes sense.
But that's different. Like I'm just talking about that instance. I don't know why people are going after Romero for that.
As a center back, you should never lose your striker.
I get it, but he had there was 2 attackers in front of him, and I think only I keep saying Malangsar. Papa Matasar was on his own, so he read the danger and he was like, "Nah, let me go help him out." You're right, but I mean, Pedro Porro actually had nobody, so that's why I blame him. Harpo should always be your job. You're the right back.
But at the end of the day, you should also know like kind of your surroundings, like who you're marking, and the guy that's going to end up being behind you. Kind of like prioritize who's the bigger threat.
I guess. I mean, you could look at it like that. I just think Romero did what was right, which is go to help out the other defender who had 2 players on him.
There's a lot of fault. There's a lot of people at fault. The whole defense is at fault. They all fall asleep at the end of the day, so they can hold that.
I mean, Udogie also, yeah. You get when you say that, you can say.
Let me not say the nickname that Udogie got that day. By the way, it was absolutely outrageous. Let's just say it's a certain position. I think you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the nickname that he got.
We'll
So let's
keep
clip for him.
Griggs TV PG.
Yeah, we keep it PGs. That's why we just well the comments got it. So yeah, the comments I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not gonna point it out. So yeah.
Can someone put a comp of him in the "Teach Me How to Dougie" song? Can someone do that? I want to see his face on what's his name, John Wall, doing
and also I watched American Waffle yesterday, and especially the first conversation topic. And I see Jacob had a lot of strong words to say towards Jamie Vardy. And that he said that Jamie Vardy got his history wrong, and Jacob started bringing up Carabao Cups from 1945, and when no one really cared about Carabao Cups, they barely care about them now. You think they cared about them back in Theodore Roosevelt era? Jacob, Jamie Vardy was right. You have 0 Premier Leagues. That is what Jamie Vardy was pointing at. He wasn't talking about league titles. He was talking about Premier League because he pointed at the Premier League badge, and that is what's been worn on the jersey since 1992. And since 1992, forget 1992, in Jamie Vardy's lifetime, you have never won a league title. That is a fact. You have never won a league title in Jamie Vardy's lifetime, and since he's been playing, you have 0 trophies. So in his lifetime, you have won nothing. Meanwhile, Jamie Vardy has won a Premier League title, which he beat you towards, and also an FA Cup, which you have been starving for the past 17 years. That is
which
a fact.
some people don't count as a big trophy. We did a VAR check on that yesterday, guys. We'll
you're
reveal
very
the
welcome, by the
results
way.
next American Waffle.
Will, you're very welcome, by the way.
By the way, Will spoke very ill on your name when you weren't there. He said, I said, I'm going to ask Griggs. He said, Griggs will side with you anyways because it's against me. I said, no, Griggs is a man of honor. He will not side with me just because we're both like United fans. I was like, me and Griggs actually disagree a lot. He was like, nah. He's just gonna side with you so he can prove me wrong. And then you actually defended him. So Will owes you an apology because he cooked you. He was like, nah. He's gonna agree with anything you say anyways. So I'm just.
Well, Jacob, I had Garnacho, but guess what? Garnacho has more trophies than your captain, by the way. He has more trophies than your football club since he was probably born. What else? And yeah, he has more GA than your captain this season. Garnacho has an assist this season. This is why I don't want Dom Slanky to go to that football club.
Did you see how they were blaming him, by the way? I know you didn't watch the game because you were at work. I'm sure you watched the replay at least. They were like, but Solanke's mid. And I'm like, he was your best attacker.
See what I'm saying, bro? Bring Solanke to the theater, bro. We appreciate people. We appreciate strikers of his ilk over here. Not really. We actually don't, but still. Yeah, bro.
No, we don't, bro. Our fan base shit too, though.
Yeah, I caught it when I saw the Xerxes shit this morning. I want to punch all of them. Skipping my Rashid. I'm gonna give it up, bro. Your left winger is Mctominay Mudryk, man. Someone asked me, is Mctominay Mudryk a top 30 player in the Premier League? I said he's not even a top 30 player in his own football club because they have 41 players and at least 30 of them are better than him. I've had enough of you.
Would you rather have Mudryk or Sterling, by the way? Because I'm seeing today that Sterling is
Raheem Sterling every single day.
At this moment, I'm not talking overall career, by the way.
No, at this moment, I'm taking Raheem Sterling.
Interesting.
Yo, Mctominay Mudryk needs to go watch Usain Bolt tape and go attempt to qualify for the Olympics as a track star. Maybe him and Tyreek Hill can go have a race instead of them talking about Noah Lyles racing. How about that? How about they go have their race? Because if it comes to football, bro, this clip, Jacob, I promise you, I will remove this mod and I will time you out for an hour. And the show
are we going to study the fall of Griggs Talks TV? Well, Griggs Talks TV does not exist, so I don't know what they're studying.
Exactly. You don't even know my channel name. See what I've had enough of this Jacob guy, man. Yeah, Neto was not even a left winger naturally. He's a right winger, by the way. So anyway, interesting conversations. Early season Son and Brendan Johnson. By the way, I heard that Jacob said that Mctominay Mudryk is better than Brendan Johnson. You got to give it up. That is not true, by the way. I don't even rate Brendan Johnson like that, but he's better than Mctominay Mudryk.
You know what, bro? Something about Mctominay Mudryk, as much as I don't rate him, I do feel like there's a world. Hear me out.
You got onto CK for Mudryk stocks. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know what? CK might have played with my head a little bit because I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, maybe there is a world where Mudryk could go to a team and kind of look decent. Because I just don't rate anything Brennan Johnson does. I see glimpses of Mudryk. It's just not worth 100 mil. That's why I always shit on it. But Loki, sometimes I see glimpses. I'm like, is there a world where someone what would have happened if Arteta had him? Maybe Arteta would have had. See, there you go, bro. I don't rate him, Miles. I'm just rating him compared to Brennan Johnson. I feel like maybe I'm wrong on that one. Maybe because I do see some comps where I'm like, you know what? That's a decent move. That's a decent pass. That's a decent shot. That's a decent dribble. That's a decent run. And I'm like, maybe there is a world where he can like actually be a decent player.
No.
Whereas Brennan Johnson, he is not better than Daniel James. Daniel James, come outside. You're the best. Aren't they both Welsh?
Daniel James is better than McCollum Mudryk, though.
I don't know, bro.
No, Daniel James is better than McCollum Mudryk.
Daniel James has done better than him.
No, he's better.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Bro, Daniel James.
I'm CK for this one.
Hate Daniel James all you want, but at least the guy had a wicked cross on him.
Oh, I don't hate Daniel James. I don't. No,
I'm just saying, neither do I. We made profit on him. He's like one of the 5 people that we made profit on in the past 25 years. It's actually funny. Which also shows, by the way, people get to me about signing players from the championship. The one player that we have signed for the championship in the past 5 years is the only player that we have made profit on in the transfer market in the past 5 years, by the way. Just think about that when you get on to me about signing players from the championship. This is also my
Kamwala profit, bro.
This is also true. He's academy though. We never signed him. Actually we did, but so this is my favorite comment of the day, by the way. It's probably one of the best ways to end it on soon. Greg's got to give these North London bums a seminar on seeing armpits. We speak pure trophy on this channel. That is also a big fact. Jacob has never spoken trophy on his channel because he's never seen one. So it's impossible to do it. So Jacob can't even do trophy compilations. He can't even because he's not going to see any. That's crazy.
Imagine being Jacob knowing you're going to live your whole life never seeing a trophy.
Bro, one of my boys at work said that he's a Spurs fan because they had the game on in the hub in our break room. Bro, I just said, damn. I was like, damn. How do you just choose to support Spurs? I don't get it.
Blame Clint Dempsey, bro.
Yeah, bro. See, that's why I'm not a Yank. I never had to succeed. I never had to succumb to this.
Mm-hmm.
At least I can fly to my club stadium and not need an umbrella. Well, at least I can watch a trophy while in the rain. You wish you could see a trophy while in the rain. You can't see it with clear skies. You can't see it with rain. You can't see it in a tornado. You can't see it with hail. You can't see it with snow. You can't see it with any type of weather. So, bro. Yo, Spurs win Carabao Cup. Jacob's going to tell us it's better than the World Cup. This is going to end up happening.
That's why I'm not gonna lie. This is why I allow Jacob when he talks about like Romero. It's like I know that's the only joy he gets out of football. Like,
yeah, bro. When Kuti eventually makes that next jump up to the next club, yo, you know what would be funny, by the way?
I love United to get him. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw that. I was like, when I was watching Copa America, I'm thinking, like, before we signed Lenny Yoro, I'm like, yo, Kuti Licha running back from Argentina to Old Trafford, that'd be kind of fun. Yo, Jacob would.
That's one thing we never do, and it pisses me off. Like, we don't sign good partnerships. When we had Pogba, I always screamed for Conte, and I'm like, I don't care how much he costs, go get him. And then he went to Chelsea, and it pissed me off. And then two years later, I was like, go sign him now. They just want to go. I don't care how much it costs. I'm like, that's a guaranteed winning midfield. Just go fucking splash the money. It's just like you never do this shit, you know. And it's like it's proven. We've seen it. This center back partnership is a part of an international dynasty. Like this Argentina team is always going to be remembered as being a dynasty, winning 3 trophies on the run.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people do that, you know. Like so, people can hate all they want, but in like 20 years, we'll be like, remember when Argentina won back-to-back trophies?
Yeah, the moment you win a World Cup,
he's a part of it.
Yeah, remember the moment you win a World Cup, you're always remembered for life. Jacob, you're funny if you think that if United were ever to get accepted a bid from Spurs, like if Spurs were ever to accept a bid from us, you're funny if you think that Romero will not agree personal terms with Manchester United. By the way, he will jump right away. He'll go on that tube train that they have in London, and he'll go all the way to Manchester. He'll take his 2.5-hour train ride, and he'll be in Manchester holding up that red shirt.
We have a history of taking good Spurs players, anyways.
You're literally our feeder club. That's literally what you're known for. You contributed to our treble.
Who's the best players we signed from from Spurs?
Teddy Sheringham,
Berba, Carrick, Sheringham,
Carrick, Berbatov. So you have Sheringham who literally scored the winner in the treble. Well, the tying goal actually, not the winning goal. you have Carrick, who was the spine of a 3P winning team, and eventually captain of Manchester United. You had Berbatov, who won a Golden Boot at United while winning the Premier League in
That was
2010,
the deadest
2011.
golden boot ever, by the way, but that's a different
OD,
topic for different.
OD.
It was like 18 goals, and he tied with Dzeko, I think.
I think that's it.
Van de Ven? Why is he saying Van de Ven?
Well, we'll sign him one day too. Don't worry about it. If we need life after Leach, a left-footed center back. I'm kind of Ten Hag's
Miles beaten too. He said, "Talk nice before we grab Van de Ven." Bro, you gotta understand. As long as you have Levy, by the way, Jacob, things like that can happen. Like he'll never sell to a direct rival. Van de Vaart. We never had Van de Vaart.
I think we were linked with him at some point, but we never signed him.
Yeah, but we never signed him.
Also, by the way, if Fergie hadn't retired, Gareth Bale would have gone to United. Because Fergie wanted him after the 12-13 season.
No, that's different though. We were gonna get him, and then when he chose Madrid over us, that's when Fergie was like, "It's clipped." Because that season we were single.
No, Fergie retired. No, Fergie retired before Bale chose Madrid.
It's the same year. He retired and then he went to Madrid. It was that same summer.
But Fergie knew he was going to retire from earlier in that year, though. He just never said it.
No, because Fergie announced it late. That summer, we were working on bringing back Ronaldo. That's why when you read in his book, and Evra even said it after retirement, he told Evra and Rio, he was like, we're 99% getting Ronaldo back. And we had Ronaldo's word. But at the same time, we wanted to go get Bale because we were going to get Ronaldo, Bale, and we already had Van Persie up front. And then when those two deals fell through because they kept Ronaldo, and then Bale actually chose to go there instead, Fergie was like, "It's clip, bro. I'm not doing this anymore."
Fair.
Yeah. Ever talked about that?
I assumed that the way he said it.
Because that's the year we lost the Champions League in the quarterfinals to Madrid. Yeah. And he felt like if he had Ronaldo, obviously, and Bale coming in, we could win the Champions League next year. So when that all went through, Fergie was like, "Bro, I don't need to be here when it's clipped."
Bro, Fergie would have had Harry Kane in a Manchester United jersey the moment he won his first Golden Boot. That's a fact. But Spurs hype, bro. They're relevant to me anyway. Would you guys approve a player like Rodrigo De Paul for a few? No, I don't like.
No, not at all.
Yo, when Rodrigo De Paul does not have Lionel Messi next to him, it's clip, bro.
Yeah, bro. He'd be another Ender Herrera, and we're not at that stage right now.
Ender Herrera is actually better. That's coming from me.
That's get me the ballers now. People it's like when people talk about players like this, is like you're offering me appetizers, but you're not telling me what the main course is going to be. Like I need to know what my main course is. Then I'll worry about the appetizers. These players are appetizers around your best players. Give me the likes of Pogba first, or Frankie De Jong, or these main guys in the midfield. And then all these complementary players that are going to do all the running and the tackling and stuff, I'll worry about them later. But our midfield is not set yet. That's the project for next year. I don't know if you agree with that, Greg. I said that on my channel. I said we're going to rebuild our defense this year. So next year we can focus on the midfield. And that's why I feel low-key United are going for stopgaps. I don't think Ineos are dumb enough to spend 60 mil on Ugarte when they know next year we're going to be quoted like 120 mil for Wharton, as an example. And by the way, I'm so happy Palace are going to have a bad season, because that means we could get Wharton at a good price next year.
I'm gonna be real. I love Adam Wharton as much as anyone, but I'm not spending over 100 mil on him. I will refuse to ever spend 100 plus mil on a midfielder. I'm being serious. I don't think you ever need to spend 100 plus mil on a midfielder, especially one that's like a 6.
It's gonna give Enzo vibes.
Yeah, like Pogba. I always said Pogba. I understand why United paid that much for him, because he's a game-changing midfielder. Like he can actually impact the influence of a game. Like he is that kind of midfielder. Adam Wharton, as much as I like him and stuff like that, I think he's one of the best possible 6s in the future. But at the end of the day, I can find Adam Whartons on the market. It will take a lot of extensive research, but you can find them. Like JJ mentioned, Alan Varela, for example. Alan Varela is not better than Adam Wharton, for example, but let's say Alan Varela costs 50 mil, right? Adam Wharton is not double the price of Alan Varela, in my opinion.
Miles makes a very good point. He said 6 is never KDB types that could. And you know what? That's a very good point, Miles.
Game changers, bro.
It's not just that, Greg. I feel like football fans are very fickle. It's very easy for you to persuade them to spend a lot of money when you get a player that's going to give you something that's obvious, which is GA. At the end of the day, you can't really quantify what the likes of Wharton do unless you're, and this is no disrespect to the average fan, but the average fan does not sit there and think of how good was my six today in terms of receiving the ball, turning into midfield, connecting play. They just want to see someone banging some goals. So if you get someone who drops like 20 plus GA, they're like, yeah, the money's worth it. But if you spend it on a six, they're not going to really appreciate it.
The only way it's worth it to spend 100 on the six is if you win the league the next year. You have to win the league title.
Yeah. Like Rice, right? They didn't win the league, but the only reason they were happy with Rice is because Arsenal were very good last season. Let's be honest, Rice is still not worth 100 mil. But because the team stayed as good, they're like, yeah, it was really worth it. If you're being honest with yourself, if Arsenal dropped off and it still wasn't Rice's fault, they still would have found a way to blame it. They'd be like, why did we spend 100 on Rice and then we didn't compete for the league?
I mean, they're already complaining a little bit about it now because they can't spend money and they're like, yo, why do we spend this much on a Declan Rice when we know that we're broke? So like we can't go get other positions and stuff like that now. So it's like,
yeah, you know what? If Arsenal had a good academy, bro, they would have been okay.
Well, they do. They just don't know how to use them.
I'm not even talking about using them. I'm talking about selling them. Because they don't make no profit, bro. Like, when's the last time Arsenal sold a good academy product for decent money?
Smith Rowe.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And they didn't even want to do it. They wanted to keep him. He was just very injury prone.
I mean, Eddie and Nketiah, they're asking for 30 mil for him when he's not worth 30 mil. Like they could have accepted a 20 mil offer. It's the same with us with Mctominay. They could have just taken a 20 mil offer.
But we sell more academy products. Like City's the best one right now at selling academy products. Chelsea was before that. In like the last 10 years, they were decent. But at least we also do that. Like a cheeky 11 mil for Kambuala. That comes a long way. People don't understand that. These are the deals. Bro, didn't we just sell what's his name? Will Fish? How much did we get for him? It wasn't even revealed yet. But bro, I need more of this. Thank you. More academy product. Bro, I need us to be that team, that club that produces a lot of products and sells them. That's what I want, bro. Just produce them, sell them, and have the odd graduate here and there that gets into the team, like a Manu did or a Rashford did in the last 10 years. You know, but sell. It comes a long way, bro.
Chelsea got lobbied for 50. That's amount. No, I would pay over 50 for Warren. I think the max I would pay for Warren, if I'm being realistic, is around like I'd say 70, 75.
I think what helped Chelsea is that Southampton got relegated.
Yeah,
so let's pray
House get relegated, and but
bro, they sold Anderson. They sold what's his name? Anderson and Elise.
They're signing Lacroix though from Wolfsburg to replace him. It's not terrible, but Lacroix, he's the Wolfsburg.
I don't know that.
He's very quick. Yes, Kev. I know Palestra got sold yesterday to Panathinaikos for like 5 million. But we have a sell-on clause.
Griggs' cousins bailing us out again.
Not really. They gave us 5 mil, bro. It's close.
Bro, that's better than nothing.
We bought Palestra for more than 5 mil. By the way, we actually made a loss on him.
Yeah, blame what's his name for that? Was it Murto? Or was
that was Woodward, I think.
Woodward, I mean, sorry.
That was the Santos on there. How much would you spend on either Musiala or Brits, for example?
Musiala's not going for less than 100 mil, let's be honest.
Nah, I spent over 100. I'd go about 120. The thing with them kind of players, it's like they're great players. But I would only buy those kind of players for that kind of price if I'm ready to win now. Like, I have to be ready to win now.
I don't see Musiala as a United player anyways, I'm not gonna lie.
No, United fans will hate him.
Chelsea academy product, going to the biggest club in Germany. He's half German, half English anyways.
Musiala's never leaving Germany anyways. Like, I think he's at Bayern for life now. Unless they like mess up negotiations. Wirtz, I like Wirtz. I think Musiala obviously has a better ceiling. I don't see United going for either of those players, to be honest. Anyway, I think we need to stay away from those kind of players in the sense, like, in terms of the midfield that we're trying to build. I just want 3 midfielders that can just do it all. That's all I want. It's not that complicated. It's really not. Just 3 midfielders that can do it all. Like City now have 3 midfielders that can do it all.
I want to move away from the number 10 era, anyways. Like after Bruno, bro, I don't want to do this again. Give it up with the number 10.
And I already said Bruno is not a 10 either. Like I already said that Bruno's not a 10. I don't think Bruno's a 10 because he doesn't play the way I see number 10. Maybe like a 90s 10, I see it like the second striker, kind of just like box crash and stuff like that. But even then, man, I just don't see it. My idea that, bro. I just want two Kobe Mainus and then a six that can just be do everything. Run, pass to a decent level. I'm not asking for like a Rodri level passer and stuff like that, but just someone like that, man. Yeah, like see, United. I don't think United should ever replace Bruno with Xavi Simons. I just don't see it. I like Xavi Simons, but for me, again, he's a wing fielder, and Staffy knows how much those positions never work at United. I have never seen a wing fielder really succeed at United. The only one that ever had a shot was like a Di Maria. That's about it. And that's because Di Maria that's because Di Maria is an elite level talent. Like he's
and we did low key play him in the midfield, anyways.
Yeah, bro. He won
when
a man
we
of the
played
match.
a three in the back. What did we play? We played him, Herrera, and someone. I don't remember who.
Bro, he won a UCL man of the match playing in midfield.
Yeah.
So it's like
they moved him to left center mid because that's the season they signed Bill.
Yeah,
and I think
would you say Palmer's a wing fielder? Yeah, Palmer's a wing fielder. And that's why I think he's gonna struggle under Maresca's system because Maresca, what I've clearly seen is that he likes 1v1 wingers. At least that's what he had at Leicester. Palmer is not really a 1v1 winger. He's the kind of guy that requires like overlaps from the fullbacks, underlaps. He requires movement around him to be able to create that space. He's not really a 1v1 dribbler, in my opinion. When I look at him, that's not really his game. So that's why I always said Safi knows because I've said this for like a month or so. I think Cole Palmer is gonna have a down year. It's not because of his quality. It's not because of his quality.
Switch.
It's just the system, bro. It's very difficult going from a system where you were the guy, the whole attack flowed through you, to now a manager that has a complete different philosophy and wants to undo everything the previous manager did. So, in my opinion, I think Cole Palmer is going to show. Bro, I think Cole Palmer could cook at a United because I think he has that kind of like special feeling around him and stuff like that. But I don't know about him at Chelsea right now. I do think Kobe and Bruno together places the limit on the physical ceiling of your midfield. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think Bruno and Mainu cannot be in a title-winning midfield together. That'll never happen. It just won't happen. I seen Madrid cook with three wingers up front, so Xavi could survive. The players understood when to rotate and which spaces. Bro, Xavi Simons ain't never come to United anyway, man. Palmer will do well this season, but will get way less GA in this new system. Well, we'll see about that. I don't like the way he played on Sunday. I looked at him. I'm like, I looked at that attack, and I was like, very meh.
I agree.
Well, that's Chelsea hype at the end of the day. I told people Maresca's gonna struggle, man. Them kind of guys, bro. Them pep disciples. It's a lot different being in the championship when you have the best squad, and it's a different when Maresca is luckier than like the companies of the world because company never got to play with this level of attackers at Burnley. Maresca's getting to play with Pedro Neto, Nico Jackson, Cole Palmer. Probably gonna sign another striker, but at the end of the day, though, we'll see. Who do they play this weekend? They play Wolves, right? Away, Molyneux.
They play Wolves. Should be an easier game for them.
That Juan Hee-Chan brace though, gonna hit.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Wolves hype, bro.
They play good against Arsenal though. They held their own.
Yeah, but Wolves, I'm not gonna lie, Wolves it's not the same Wolves, bro. Like that Nuno Espirito Santo Wolves with all these Portuguese players, like obviously. That Wolves is the word.
Let's not forget they got a double over Chelsea last year.
Yeah, but how good was that Chelsea team last year? Let's be honest.
Is this one better right now?
No, it's not that I'm saying that. Like, I still don't see how better they are right now. But like, the bars are really, really low when you told me someone beat Chelsea last year. Like,
I'm looking at this Chelsea defense. It doesn't look better than last year's. They even look more open.
That's the biggest issue they have. Yeah.
So I'm looking at Acuna and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, hopefully he doesn't shoot the same way he did against Arsenal because that shit was ass. I forgot Chelsea play tomorrow. Yo, Marshall, I'm expecting a watch along tomorrow versus Servette. Please rise.
Marshall doesn't do watch alongs, bro. Marshall's a fraud, bro. Let's be honest.
Ahmed, yo, where's the bridge at? Pull up. Step to the light. Come to the light.
Yeah, well, we need some watch alongs, man. I need some laugh. Come on, bro.
I need this Servette watch along. So Ahmed, you watch a lot of football. Let's see the scouting analysis against Servette. Maybe you find another player that Taboli can go spend 50 mil on. Maybe there's some nice little demon gem in Switzerland. I think that's where they're from. Let's go, man. Step to the light. Chelsea high though. Is there any big games this weekend, or is like just
us Brighton, Liverpool.
Arsenal Villa. That's the big game.
That should be a good game.
That's good. That's gonna be box office. Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Ahmed might be at the game. Okay.
Well, Ahmed's going to Servette. Where's the game in London?
Yeah, he did tell me that he's gonna go to Switzerland. Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Because he's on vacation, so he wants to take
All right, Ahmed, I'll allow you. Instead of watching something, you're doing a live analysis. You're taking the live a little bit too literal. I hear it. Who gets sacked for his company, Maresca? Ooh, that's a good
bro.
question.
They're cooking Ronaldo already, bro. He did a podcast, and I don't think that's the World Cup trophy behind him, but let me show you. The cooking Ronaldo. You know what this is? This is the cup that he won with Saudi. His team is Saudi Arabia. This is not the
FA Cup equivalent.
Oh, it's not even the FA Cup. I'll tell you, because people don't know what this trophy is.
The FA Cup. I said the FA Cup equivalent of Saudi.
No, because it's not even the FA Cup equivalent.
Oh.
It's the Arabs Cup, which is not even an official trophy. There's a trophy they used to play it in Arab countries, and they got rid of it for about 10 years, and I think they just brought it back. There was a trophy called the Kas Al Arab, which means like the Arab Cup, and they basically like just bring.
That doesn't look like the World Cup, because the World Cup's like the sphere a little bit on the World Cup is different.
Yeah, like, that's the cup he won because that's the only trophy he's won since he went to Saudi Arabia. Every domestic trophy he's lost.
That's the Arabic Community Shield, clip, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. It's called the Kas Al Arab, where it's just like it's just Arabic teams. He beat an Egyptian team to that.
Yeah, well, clip. When you start podcasting, you're officially ASL, bro. So
he knows, bro. That's the wave. Because look at all the NBA players that start podcasts. They know. They're like, bro, listen, start a podcast now because that's the future. It's a clip for him.
Oh, it's Ronaldo. Brighton will tune in for Ronaldo podcast.
And he's talking with his wife. I'm not gonna lie, that shit looks boring.
It's the biggest athlete in the world. Well, I don't think he's gonna be talking about sports. He's gonna be talking about like lifestyle and shit like that.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Ronaldo's not the best talker anyway, so I probably wouldn't enjoy listening to him. No, when he said I'm an appetite fruit, I'm like, bro, give it up.
I'm only listening if he has like a guest on, like a big guest like that. Like if Speed comes on the channel for whatever reason, like I'm tuning in for that because that's box office. Like,
bro, Speed is too busy playing fucking what's it called, Minecraft with the Kai Cenat for like 24 hours.
Bro, Speed was at Fanatics, the Fanatics Fest in the city on the weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude was linking up like crazy. Now Ronaldo definitely don't got the personality for it. Ronaldo needs to just when he retires, just step away from the light. Go to one of the 55 islands that you own and just enjoy your life, bro. That's all you gotta do, bro. You have the wife, you have the kids, bro.
Facts.
Neymar podcast would work because like Neymar got personality. Neymar would like talk with other athletes and shit like that. Like, let's call. But anyway, podcast hype. I was gonna say, but yeah, Arsenal Villa on the weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I watched Aston Villa against West Ham. Villa are scaring me.
They look good. West Ham hype, bro. I'm so happy West Ham lost.
I'll tell you, bro. I clocked what Villa's depth is. I'm like, bro, this shit is scary. Bro, Duran is like their backup striker, and he would start for a lot of points. Bro, the guy is lethal.
That's
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Ollie Watkins. If he struggles,
a down year is coming.
All I'm saying is that Durant will not be afraid to take that step and take over that chain. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Chelsea might have been up to something when they wanted him in the summer.
We wanted him too, like a year ago. From Chicago.
Yeah, and they got me Holland instead. I could have had a Colombian striker. Now I have Rasmus Holland, man.
Our scouts, I think he's Ecuadorian, but I don't think he's Colombian. But what's it called? Our scouts picked him out after from Chicago Fire for like 10 mil, and we said no. So
you know how happy I was when Onana scored, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, first 2 minutes is crazy. I'm not
Yeah, he
gonna
scored in the
lie.
first 2 minutes. And I at
Uh,
Cass right away, he was like, "Oh, so because he scored a goal." Yeah,
he
we would
looked
appreciate that goal
he
winnable.
looked good. Somerville looked good. No, Somerville's from West Ham. Somerville did look good though. Jacob Ramsey off the field. Imagine Jacob Ramsey being off the bench for you.
They
So
brought
see,
Jacob Ramsey and someone else off the bench, and I think Ross Barkley. I was like, bro, these are good changes.
they had Jacob Ramsey off the bench. We have Mason Mount as our backup 10. That's good, bro. Levels to this. That's how our CK conversation. That's how the conversation between me and CK started. I said, Villa got Jacob. Villa got Jacob Ramsey coming off the bench as a backup 10. We have Mason Mount. Look at the difference in levels. And that
See
Morgan
can help,
Rogers,
bro.
like my boy Param just mentioned.
See what
Morgan
happens since this
Rogers.
guy moved to New York, bro. That New York water, bro, has gone to his brain, bro. He was
Morgan
not
Rogers. I
like that
mean,
in LA, bro. In
nah,
LA, he had
CK,
fresh air, no
nah,
humidity, and the guy knew
CK
what he was
loves
talking
Mason
about.
Mount. CK loves Mason Mount. It's something. It's the same way. It's the same affiliation I have with certain players that I love so much that I can never like turn my
Mason
back
Mount's
on.
done nothing in the game for him to earn someone's like loyalty like
I
that.
mean, he's done a lot. I mean, he's won the Champions League. Like, let's not like he's done nothing in the game,
I
and he contributed to
guess.
that. And he contributed to that Champions League. He was one of the best players in the team. Like, we're not gonna say like he wasn't. So like, it is what it is.
Look, even
Um,
RSM doesn't appreciate him, and he won him the Champions League.
that's because Chelsea fans are the least affectionate people ever. They throw you away like you're nothing. It's they love Enzo Fernandez more than they love Mason Mount. Enzo Fernandez, all he does is literally get bypassed by midfielders on a weekly basis.
I think they just fancy South Americans. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's so obvious.
Like if you fancy South American women, I hear that. If you fancy South American men in football, something's wrong with you. RSM, I guess you're South American, but it's different.
Yeah, but
But,
no, I had Villa like finishing 6th in my Premier League predictions.
I said them, us, and Spurs for 4th, bro. I am not
All,
putting Chelsea in there.
all
Marshall
I'm gonna
can
say
waffle
is
on Casually FC all he
nah,
wants. This is
Marshall
why it's
hype.
called Casually FC. I'm not taking a part-time watcher's opinion on football. Sorry, Marshall. I rate you, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me, well, I think United will finish around 7th or 8th. Chelsea are good enough to get in the top. No, you're not. I'm sorry, bro.
By the way,
Really.
do you know that this is Enzo's record as a Chelsea player?
This is actually insane. 14 wins in over. This is his 3rd year. 2.5 years, no?
Yeah,
He won 14 games in 3.5 years?
2.5
I
years.
mean,
Yeah.
2.5? Nah, that's crazy, bro. Oh my god.
I told you, bro. Enzo hype, bro. Enzo hype. It's clip for Enzo, man. It's clip. But yeah, that's what Chelsea fans want. But nah, that's gonna be an interesting game. I'll put you. I won't be able to watch it, but it is what it is. Last question: would you take Chiesa for no? No, the answer. Anything that has to do with Chiesa, the answer is no.
Why not?
Because no.
Okay.
He was out injured. Yeah, and your team won when he was out injured. So maybe that means that he's the problem. Have you ever thought about that as the analysis? That
Bro, I
won
tweeted
without
that
him.
when they went on that run after he got injured. But people don't want to listen, bro.
Bro,
You, bro, the time is not for him, bro.
Bro, I think people need to understand that Chelsea had the opportunity to play one of the best midfield pivots in the league in Caicedo and Lavia. That's a good midfield pivot. That is very, very strong.
It has ball playing, it has running, it has ball winning, destroying. It has a lot of things.
All you gotta do is just get rid of Enzo and you're chilling. Okay, bro, he's the rest of your midfield, so then you need to sell him. He doesn't fit your team.
Yo, Arsene, give us Lavia next year, bro. We got bigger things to achieve.
Lavia main pivot. Aerially, that's gonna be very dog shit. I'm not gonna lie.
How tall is Lavia?
He's like 5'10", like 5'11". He's not that tall.
He looks taller. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because he's skinny.
Unless he had like a growth spurt, which I don't know about. But
Sander Burge would have been the answer, but
yeah.
Or Nana. A certain men wanted Mctominay instead.
Man, that's pretty much it. We got like almost an hour and a half. We're meant to do like 45 minutes, but chat was vibing. Benfica are the greatest hustlers the world's ever seen. Like I saw the graphic of their top 10 sales. There were 3 good players in that list: Ruben Diaz, Ederson, and Raul Jimenez, who was actually a hit because he was a baller at Wolves before he got the concussion. Raul Jimenez was the problem. Let's not change history. Oh, and Axel Witsel, who I forgot even played at Benfica.
Bro, listen, Benfica, they're not a Portuguese team. Listen, Benfica are from Queens, okay? Benfica are from the Bronx. They know how to hustle, bro. You know, all the hustlers live out there. When Trump got shot at that rally, an hour later, I saw Trump jersey T-shirts being sold in New York in the streets. That's how quick these guys hustle. That is Benfica, bro. I've never seen someone flip so many players, especially players like Enzo, Nunes. Bro, you understand they made 200 million off these two players that so far
they made 250 million off Joao Felix and Enzo Fernandez.
Oh, how did I forget that one? But that's more stupidity from Atletico. I'm not gonna lie, because he was good, but at the time I was like, wow.
I know, but look at that. And also, by the way, this Chelsea announcement of Joao Felix talking about homecoming and shit like that. Oh, give it up, bro. One of the worst players I've ever seen, man. I hate that.
I'm telling you, bro. I mean, Portugal is not a South America, but just anyone who speaks Spanish or Portuguese, I don't know why they fancy them. Like, it's weird.
I want to learn Portuguese. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice little language.
It has to be that, bro.
I want to speak it to Sporting players, not Benfica players, because Benfica hype. So we need to go. United need to stick to Sporting. We have heritage from Sporting.
Nani,
we need to stay away from
Bruno.
Nani, CR7, Bruno, bro. That's great. That's greatness.
Where do we sign Bebe from?
Not Sporting. I know that.
Another Portuguese team. Is it Rio Ave or whatever they're called?
Maybe something like that. Yeah. Where did we sign Anderson from?
Porto.
See, Porto, that's good heritage. I like Porto. It's a nice club. Champions League winners as well. That's heritage. What did Benfica have to offer? A European curse. See, we're buying players from a club that are cursed in Europe.
Yeah, that's facts. That's actually a good point. Porto, bro, listen, when you look at Porto, actually do have heritage like that. Like Deco, Carvalho, you know, who else? Quaresma wasn't an OG, but like
even James and Falcao that they had for a quick minute, bro.
James, Falcao, good points.
Casemiro,
Lindelof, but give us Lindelof. There you go.
So I'm telling you. To be fair though, I'm not as mad at them for that because it's not like we paid some crazy price for him. Like we paid like 30 mil, so it's calm. But it's the fact that we could have signed Van Dijk that summer instead of we signed Lindelof. That's the only thing. But yeah, bro. See what I'm telling you, bro.
No wonder Lindelof is a loser.
I'm telling you, you're buying players from a club that is cursed in Europe for the last 80 years. I promise you, it's not a good thing. But yeah, Benfica hype. Porto and Sporting are the two biggest clubs in Portugal. That is a fact. And yeah, we need to. Well, to be fair, Ugarte is from Sporting, so it's bad news.
No more Benfica, bro. Listen, go back to Porto, go back to Lisbon. Listen, Anderson, bro, golden boy of the year. You know, sorry, Anderson, it wasn't meant to be. It was too much McDonald's and too much injuries.
Champions League winner, though. Certain people can't sing that.
Hey, 5-time Premier League winner.
Exactly. Certain scouters can't
06,
sing
07, 07, 08, 08, 09. And then
10,
we lost one to Chelsea, and then we won 10, 11.
Was he in 12, 13?
He won the last one where we won, he was there.
Okay.
With the Van Persie.
He
had the stupid mohawk.
Yeah, hold on, hype.
And that's when he gained a lot of weight. His face was this big, and the mohawk just made him look stupid.
I'm not lying, United. I'm sorry. We got to stay away from South Americans. We have to put an embargo on the South Americans. It's not good for us, man.
We never signed the right ones anyways.
Yeah. Tevez and Leach are the only ones that like have had like some positive impact in the football club. That's calm, but bro
Lewis might be the funniest man alive. His thumbnail for today is Chilwell and Sterling in jail.
This is your legacy. This is your legacy. American Waffle legacy. There you go, man.
No, that's crazy, bro. American Waffle put the cell on the map, bro. You know, just keep Neto away from it because he doesn't know how to act. Staff is gonna time out Neto for like a whole year next time. Bro, I'm not lying. He just made the show easy. Imagine, bro. I love. By the way, anyone who's never had frozen grapes, just try it and thank me later. If you like grapes, just put it in the freezer for 30 minutes before you eat it. You'll thank me. I ate frozen grapes and smoked hookah on a stream. And no one even bothered to the fact that I wasn't saying anything because I wasn't even allowed to say anything. Bro, easiest show ever done in my life. I didn't have to waffle about nothing. Thank you. Thank you, Nedu, for making my life easy.
Rodrigo's not coming to United, guys. I have bad news about that. It's not happening. We don't got the bread for that.
Greg's never say never. Listen, Rodrigo, South American curse. It might be time to fix things. Rodrigo, listen. I see a scenario. Unfortunately, Rashford stinker and hooked, sold in the summer. Rodrigo underappreciated in Madrid. They need the money because they spent a lot on wages for Mbappe. They got all these players. Rodrigo come in. I see it, but now we're not getting Desiree do it, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, it's gone now. He's at PSG now. It's close. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not getting it, so it's okay.
No, I know, but
maybe
I said he should have been the one. He should have been the one. I'm saying
when he outgrows PSG, maybe because everyone outgrows PSG, bro. I'm sorry. PSG can have all the money they want. They can have all the brands they want. They can wear Jordans. They can wear whatever the hell they want. At the end of the day, people outgrow that.
George Mendes, may I ask you for one more favor, my brother?
Is he his agent?
No, but he deals with everything PSG, so.
Oh. We'll worry about that later, bro.
People gotta realize.
Rodrigo, I'll see you in a year.
George Mendes runs football. People gotta pop that. The guy runs football, man. Yo, Z, why are you ruining my mood as the day ends? Why?
Z, you're basically saying everything that it's been told for a couple weeks now that we're not trying to.
No, he's saying we paid the 60 million.
I don't think we will, bro. I'll be angry.
No. It happened.
60 mil for Ugarte, and then next year, revamp in the midfield.
Le Paris and PSG said that we're very close in agreement now.
I guess we'll speak about that later today on my channel.
Yeah, yeah. We said okay. Ugarte, I'm praying that I'm wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I think for the first time, I'm really praying I'm wrong. I really hope he actually does well here. I really do.
He's just not 60 mil. Just, bro, someone told me we're paying.
I mean, on a good way, at least it'll be on the books for next year, not this year, because it's a lower obligation.
I guess.
So we're meant to have more money we're meant to have more money next year. So on the pot. But to be fair, I think like if you're thinking about it from this way, though, Ericsson's gonna be gone next year, right? Mctominay's gonna be gone next year. So we're gonna sign more midfielders regardless. So it's like Casemiro's probably gonna be gone next year too. I doubt. Yo, we need to pray that Casemiro is good this year. We got to be able to find a way to offload him next summer.
Ozempic Miro's has
changed our lives.
So far. See what happens when he's not in the six. Everyone, bro, I hate when people just take half the shit that I say and they run with it. You say, "Oh, apologize for him." How about you apologize for me when I said he shouldn't play in the 6, he should play in the 8? How about I get an apology for that? Because I said he shouldn't be in the 6. I said keep him more from the build-up.
To be fair, Ineos were always going to make one mistake this summer. You can never have a perfect summer. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. They were going to have a stinker. Unfortunately, the stinker was Ugarte. So we just pray, man. Once again, at the end of the day, Carrington's going to have to come to our rescue again. If no one got me, like Carrington got me. That's what you guys got to remember. Jace Fitzgerald, Collier, someone got us. Don't worry about it. Head's gone. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Now, if he does end up coming, we just got to wish for the best for him and hope that he kind of recaptures more of his sporting form and that the PSG was just pretty much like maybe a lack of confidence because Enrique hated him. Maybe that played a factor into it and stuff like that. And some players just need better environments at the end of the day. So it is what it is. We're going to have to do some coping with that signing. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, though. Appreciate y'all. Shout out Staffy for coming on. I think it's like Staffy's like 4th time on the channel.
Bro, because you like to do your solo, so I let you do your thing.
Yeah.
You always invite yourself on my channel, but you never invite me here. And I'm like, I guess he just wants to talk alone on his channel, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, but I figured because us two obviously aren't going to do a lot of content over the next couple of weeks. So I figured like, while I'm actually free, let's actually do the content together because obviously we're a good duo. So, yeah. Also, I think Sunday we're going to, next time you guys definitely see me is on Sunday because that's the next time I'll have any type of time off. I already told Staffy, so maybe we link up after to talk about the Brighton result and ownership premise, stuff like that.
Miles, call me Stacy one more time, Miles. I swear, and I'll time you out. Time you out for the next week.
So yeah, I appreciate y'all. This stream will take you over to rants. I think is live with Saeed. So just tell him Greg sent you and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys Sunday. Whether it's I'll probably do Staffy's channel and my channel too, because I'll be free after I finish one job. So
yeah, Sunday I'll definitely have you on after we watch the Brighton game, which I still need to watch it because I want to do a preview for it tomorrow, and I'm not gonna do a preview for a team that I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, so yeah, we got that. And then hopefully after that, I'm gonna miss a Liverpool game, and I'm so tight. If we win, and I'm not here to talk shit about Liverpool, I'm gonna get really, really tight because I got shit to speak.
Oh, you're gonna be working
about.
that day,
Bro. It's gonna be peak, bro. Yeah, y'all might have to
send
catch
me
me
the
live
link.
from the US
Try to
Open.
call in from where you are.
Yo, y'all gonna have to catch me live from the US Open, man. That's what it's gonna be like. Yo, you're gonna see in the background Novak Djokovic doing a half volley serve while I'm talking about Liverpool hype. That's what it's gonna be. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Obviously, make sure you subscribe to Savvy TV. If you haven't, you're absolutely a fraud anyway. And did we even hit 1.1 in this episode? Because I was one off. Because there's always that one person.
Greg's hype. Let's see. Yeah, 1.1.
Okay, fair. Yeah, y'all aren't the biggest frauds. All right, I'll allow you. All right, peace. Like I said, this will send you over to Rant's channel. So just make sure you say Greg's rating, stuff like that. Peace.